So I have a few questions I ask everybody during the pandemic. I'm just going to start with those. What TV series would each of you love to guest star on?
Nurse Jackie.
I mean, Succession.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you can.
It's been an obvious choice, but Nurse Jackie, wow. Yeah, I love that.
What movie or movies do you think you've seen the most?
Center Stage.
I think my sister I have her to blame that she had an obsession with The Sound of Music, which was on the whole time in my house. So I think probably that was like a constant.
There it is.
There it is. That was not out of choice, I have to say.
Well, you stayed and watched it.
I mean, it was there on. I could not. Yeah.
You could have hid it upstairs, you know.
Next question.
I can see the way it was on set. James, individual question for you. You went to school in Cambridge, and I've been to that city, and it's like transporting back in time. I'm just curious what it was like to go to school there.
I mean, I had an amazing, magical 3 years. They work you hard, and that's not a myth. They really do kind of squeeze it all in. But yeah, it's very special. I remember being very, very tired at the end of one of the terms, doing my exams, and I bumped into a guy, and I was like stressing out, and he goes, "Dude, like you're in the most beautiful city in the world, reading the books you want to read in some of the most beautiful libraries in the world, getting taught by some of the most impressive people in the world. So just calm down." It was a real moment where I was like, yeah, I am kind of lucky. It was special, very special.
Yes, Amanda, if you've never been to Cambridge in England, I strongly recommend.
I've been to Oxford. Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, it's same in ish, but the cities are very different. And
right.
Cambridge is more kind of concentrated in the middle and more beautiful.
Yeah, and there's amazing history in that city. So for both of you, jumping into the movie, I am curious how long it took to talk to Karen about Indiana Jones when she showed up on set.
Karen and I, all we talked about was knitting. And and we also share like best friends. So James, did you talk to her about Indiana Jones? Because I didn't.
We did talk to her about her work very briefly at the very beginning, and then we moved on very quickly. But she had
afraid to.
Yeah, no, we did. We found out.
What if people are like, "Oh, that again?" Yeah. All right. So you know what I mean. I don't want to step on the wrong foot right at the beginning. Is that?
No, she was fine. She was very lovely. She also had like a very old like ex on the set, which was quite interesting. So she turned up.
Well, yeah.
There was one of her like previous flames. I hope she doesn't mind us saying that.
She and Michael had once been an item.
Mm-hmm. So that took up quite a lot of conversation.
Wow, that actually could be awkward.
It wasn't. They were like
they were lovely.
It was lovely.
For each of you, I'm assuming. Listen, what was it about the script and story that said I really want to do this?
Oh, upstate, like Washington, Irving territory. I mean, it's just the most beautiful place on earth. I live there. So it's like to tell a story around Halloween about an incredibly haunted marriage and an incredibly haunted house in a haunted town with like these surround, like Mother Nature takes over. It's just, it couldn't have been any better. And
I just wanted to work with Amanda, obviously.
Yeah.
That was no. Bob and Shari, obviously. No, I mean, had the role for me, the character and the marriage, particularly the dysfunctionality of that dynamic was really enticing and kind of exciting to mine. And Amanda, we did have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun kind of playing the most dysfunctional family. Yeah, it's a good role. It's a meaty role, and he definitely goes on a pretty mad journey without giving anything away.
One of the things that I enjoyed while I was watching is that as you watch the movie, layers are being pulled back and you're starting to figure things out. Before you got the script, how much did you find out about the actual story? And how much are people saying, you read the script, let me know what you think?
I was given the script blank.
Yeah, you mean how much information do you have before you read?
Yeah, like I'm curious, like, do your agents tell you like, here's the arc, or are they like, read the script, let us know what you think?
Sometimes they do, but generally you want to try. I think I prefer it. I generally prefer it if they give you the experience of discovery, like you said.
Where they give it to you and they say, I really liked this. And if they say, I really hated this, you're like, okay, I guess I won't read it. You like, sometimes our careers are in the hands of our agents.
Yeah.
Don't you find?
They were living there, yeah, they take a big responsibility for sure. But yeah, I think it depends if you can be bothered. If some people probably don't read everything, don't they? You know, so yeah, my age is definitely tell me if they like it, and then give me the experience of unpicking and unpeeling, as you said.
I heard that when you guys were filming, I don't know if this is true, that there were weird noises in the house, and that the walls had been filled with bees. And like honey, at one point it was like dripping out. Like,
Yep.
Is this true? And what was it like to work in this house?
There were bees? I don't remember that.
You just didn't want to get stung, you know? It was like a minefield, and it made it all more exciting. It
was kind of creepy. There was this atmosphere. It was this derelict house. I think it was in between sails in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by trees and an old milk dairy farm. And it was kind of, it was, I mean, we obviously projected a lot into it because we were shooting a horror movie, but yeah, it was fun. We definitely heard a few creaks and cracks, and then one of the ADs stayed overnight there, and we all thought he was really brave.
On that note, I got to stop. Congrats on the movie. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your speed dating today.